Hello science friends, today we are going to learn how to preserve an egg by blowing out the insides. The thing to do though is to start by washing the outside just to make sure it's got a clean surface to start working from. Hello science friends, I'm in the kitchen and I'm going to teach you today how to blow an egg. What do I mean? How to take an egg that is raw and empty it of its contents and still have an egg left. Alright friends, you're going to need something sharp. I had a nail handy, which would work just fine. I also have an awl, and I'm going to show you what you want to do. You want to have a delicate touch. A needle would work well. I think that's what my mother used. You want a delicate touch, and you're just putting enough pressure until you can start to feel, you might even be able to see that, start to feel the eggshell breaking right there. A nail would work perfectly well as well, or a needle. And what you're trying to do is make an opening. Good. And widen it. As you widen the hole, you'll notice that there's a thin white layer that is the shell of the egg membrane, and it's kind of tricky to deal with. What you're going to need to do is peel it back a little bit as much as you can, but there's not a lot you can do without maybe some tiny dissecting scissors, but it's not going to be a problem. Once you've got a good hole on one side, you're going to flip it over. My mother used to be able to blow an egg with just one hole, but I always use two. Take a look, and we start all over again. Again, what you're going to be doing is using light pressure. And as you do the light pressure, don't work too fast, but work at widening the hole. This is a hole on the bottom because you're going to want to be able to blow the egg through. Now this is the interesting part. I've got a hole on one side, I've got a hole on the other side. I'm going to take something, I could use this, but I'm going to take something long like a toothpick or a skewer, and I'm going to run, see the white is already coming through. I'm going to run something the length of the egg, starting to break up the yolk. And now, rather than waste food, I am going to blow the egg out of one hole, through in one hole and out through the other hole, in order to keep the inside for later use. There you go. Focus in. Right. Now we have most of the egg out of the egg shell, but what we're going to do is run some water in. Remember, the membrane's still blocking flow, so you're going to want to use a skewer or a toothpick to let the water go in, and then get it out. Water in, water out, in a continuous flow until the egg is thoroughly emptied, and then we're going to put it into the oven and let the whole thing dry out. We are going to preheat the oven to 250 degrees, and then we're going to cook the, well, not cook, but we're going to dry out, we're going to dry the egg out for 20 minutes inside the oven at 250 degrees. Now you've got a perfectly dry, perfectly empty egg that you're going to be able to color. And instead of having to get it used up in a day or so, you're going to be able to keep it forever.